Welcome everybody. Will and Amanda asked me to come today and speak to you about how to get clear on what you want. And this is really important when you're trying to make decisions around which college to choose and which program that you want to go for. However, before I go into my speech a little more in more detail, I'd like us to just take a couple of minutes to just do a moment of gratitude. So if you're willing to play with me, please turn to the person next to you and share 2 things with them that you are very grateful for, that you are very thankful for, that you feel in abundance for. So go ahead and do that. Okay, thank you. So did everybody get a chance to say 2 things? Yes. Awesome, good job guys. Thank you for playing. So I want to share with you today that you've probably heard this a million times, right? You are unlimited. But I want to reinforce that. It's so amazing that these colleges that are breaked out in these other classrooms are here today, showcasing for you their college and all the programs that they offer for your unlimited success, for your unlimited potential. Who here feels gratitude for that you're here today? Show of hands. Awesome, awesome. So how many of you might be feeling a little nervous, afraid, or anxious? Show of hands. Be honest, right? Okay, it's okay. No judgment here, okay? How many of you might be feeling a little overwhelmed or confused about the number of choices that you have? Show of hands, maybe 2 hands, right? Right? I see you. Awesome. How many of you are excited? Yeah? How many of you feel all of these emotions? Right? So what I want to say to you that welcome these emotions in because they're really good. They are your internal navigation system. You shouldn't ignore your emotions as you come to make choices today about the college and the programs that you're looking at. They will really help guide you and help you understand whether you feel in alignment with the decisions that you're making or whether or not you feel like this isn't the right choice for me. So pay attention to these emotions. Because what else are they telling you? First, I want you to just turn to each other once again and just say to each other, you are not alone. Right? Okay. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what is your nervousness and your anxiousness and your fear telling you? It's all right, we've got a lively group this early in the morning, it's good. So what is that emotion telling you? It's telling you that you care about your future, right? That you have an investment in your future. That's what those emotions are telling you. What is your emotion around being unclear or confused telling you? It's saying to you that you have a ton of options in front of you, that you have an abundance of options in front of you that you get to choose from today. And the last emotion that you're feeling about excitement is that you get to today create your future, right? You get to deliberately create your future and what you want to experience in your future. That's all in your control. So the word because. Who uses the word because a lot? Anybody? Right? We use that word because to describe sometimes our limiting beliefs around what is possible for us. I can't do that because. I can't do that because I don't have the resources. I can't do that because I'm not worthy. I can't do that because I'm not deserving. I can't do that because whatever, you fill in the blank. Right? These are our limiting beliefs that sometimes get in the way of making decisions that we want to make. So I'll share with you in a little bit a process to help you get really clear on how to make these decisions so that you're in complete alignment with where you're going in your future. So how do you deliberately choose to deliberately create your own future? So I'm going to share with you a 3-step process. So you want to have a pen and a piece of paper. So everybody's got a pen and paper, yes? Yeah? Awesome. So when you want to get clear about choices and decisions, and you can use this at any time, not just when you've got colleges to choose from and programs to choose from. This is a really powerful process for any time that you're feeling that there's a lot of unclearness coming up for you or confusion coming up for you about what am I doing with my life? Answer these 3 questions. The first one is, what do I want? What do I want? And answer this from an unlimited perspective. Ignore whatever current reality that you exist in. Just answer it as if there is no limits. What do you want? Take a minute to write that down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just write down whatever comes into your mind. What do you want? What is the essence of the college that you want to go to? What is it that you want to learn, to achieve, to be out there in the world doing? What do I want? Okay, so once you've figured out what is it you want, and for some of you it might be easier to start with what don't I want, right? And then write the opposite of that. The second question to this process is, why do I want it? Why do you want what you want? And again, think from this from an unlimited perspective. And the third question is, how does what I want and why I want it make me feel? Remember I said earlier, your emotions are really going to drive where you end up, right? Because your thoughts create emotions, and your emotions create inspired action. So do you feel joy? Do you feel freedom? Some pointers for you. It's really important to get in touch with how all this makes you feel, because that's going to be your guidance system as you go through the different breakout sessions today. So as you go to each session today, keep those answers to those 3 questions in the back of your mind, or refer to your piece of paper that you've had them written on. And make sure that they're in alignment with how you want to feel and what you want to experience going forward in your future. Okay? And as you're going to each of these sessions and thinking about which colleges and which programs you want to choose, make sure that you're choosing them for you. Okay? I was a bit of a rebel as a kid, not in a bad way. I did it with grace. But when I realized that I had choices that I could make to control my destiny and deliberately create my own future and change the legacy that my mum had left behind, like I said, it really changed things for me. So I started making decisions for me and making sure that all the decisions I made were in alignment with who I was as a person, right? So that I could change the perspective, I could shift the perspective on what people thought of me because my mother had died and got pregnant with me at 16, right? They don't talk about that anymore, right? Because I've completely changed that story. So I want to encourage you today to have the courage to be more than your current story. Does that make sense to you? Yeah? Okay. Be more than your current story. Why? Because if you're more than your current story, you give the others that follow behind you the courage to do the same. If any of you have brothers and sisters, and you're kind of leading the way, you're giving them the courage to do the same. So I believe we are amazing human beings, because we really do create our outer reality, and it starts within, right? I believe we always have a choice to make the changes that we want to make. And sometimes, if you make a choice and you're like, oh, God, maybe this isn't what I want, you can always reset and make a different decision and change your future that way. I believe that we can change our mindset. I believe that we can change our reality. If you ask the little girl that was living with her mentally ill mother, living on bags of chips, asking for 50p coins, if she would be standing in front of you today, telling you about her career and her amazing coaching business, and the fact that she gets to stand here in front of you and talk to you all, do you think she would have believed me? No. So you really can change your reality. And I do believe that we have unlimited potential. You just have to have the faith and the belief to tap into it. You are limitless. Just like the universe, it's expanding. I believe that you can ascend your life, take flight, and soar. Thank you.